Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about how to achieve financial freedom using Bob Proctor's methods. By the end of this video, you will understand how Bob Proctor achieved a multi-million dollar corporation. And he started with absolutely nothing. Now, whether you're a seasoned veteran fan of Bob Proctor, somebody who follows his teachings, or you're somebody who's never heard of him before, you will get something out of this video. Bob Proctor is one of the people who's considered the father of personal development. That title actually lies with Earl Nightingale, but Bob Proctor was one of Earl Nightingale's personal students. Earl Nightingale was Bob Proctor's mentor. If you feel like you've heard the name Bob Proctor before, you probably recognize it from the movie The Secret. Bob Proctor actually got to be the mentor on that movie who was tasked with revealing the big reveal about what the secret actually is. Now, in that movie, they kind of focused on the thought process and the law of attraction. The reason that I'm such a big fan of Bob Proctor is because he chooses to focus more on the aspects of how to work properly, how to make work more effective, and how to ensure that the work that you do is something that is bringing revenue and income into you. The way that he does that is he describes his 3 different types of income. He has a few different ways of inspiring people to try to do this. He talks about turning your annual income to a monthly income. He talks about making $1 million seem like a small task. But no matter how he reframes it so that your perspective is such that you know that you can achieve it, he always talks about his 3 different types of income. He calls them M1, M2, and M3. M1 is the way that most people on earth are working. They trade their time for money. Some people call it trading hours for dollars. Trading hours for dollars is the most popular way of making income, but it is also the least effective way of making income. Much is talked about these days about income disparity. Now, the way that he explains the reasoning behind income disparity is the fact that 95% of the people are working in this trading hours for dollars way, and it is the least efficient way to make money. The reason being, you will eventually run out of hours. No matter how much you get paid per hour, eventually you run out of time. So because that is the least efficient way to work, but it's the way most people work, that's why 95% of the people have to split up 5% of the money. Meanwhile, there's a 5% of the people that's splitting up 95% of the money. Let's get to them in a minute. But first, M2. The M2 strategy is what Bob Proctor talks about investing. People that are using the M1 strategy to earn money, they squirrel a little bit of money away, they save it up, and then they go to invest it. A lot of times they're not quite sure what they're doing. They invest it, they don't get the returns they were looking for. Often they even lose the money, and they say to themselves, well, there's a thing that I don't want to do, and they go right back to the safety of M1, trading hours for dollars. Now, we know that trading hours for dollars is the least efficient way to earn money. But we also know that there are people who are out there who really know what they're doing, and they invest money and they make a lot of money doing it. The unfortunate thing there is that you have to have some money to be able to invest it and then make a lot of money in the M2 strategy. So Bob Proctor talks about M3. M3 is the place that he wants to inspire everyone to transition to and away from M1. M3 he calls MSI. Now, I'm not a big fan of abbreviations, so let's get right to it. Multiple sources of income. He says that all throughout history, if you look at the very wealthy, he claims it goes all the way back to the ancient Babylonians, that if you look and examine what the most wealthy among those societies were doing, they were always putting into place multiple sources of income. In today's society, the way that we're working with the internet, with technology, with social media, with creator economy, the way that we're working, it has never been easier than ever before. Never been easier to put into place multiple sources of income that can bring you revenue day in, day out, night in, night out, whether you're awake or asleep, and whether or not you are actively working. So the M1 strategy is trading hours for dollars, as Bob Proctor teaches it. The M2 strategy is investing money, trading dollars for dollars, but we all know that you have to have the dollars up front to be able to trade them for dollars later. He always recommends the M3 strategy, putting into place multiple sources of income. These days, that could take the form of having a YouTube channel that generates revenue, having an ebook out there that generates revenue, along with having a t-shirt line that generates revenue, along with doing some online coaching or some digital courses out there that are generating revenue, doing affiliate marketing, network marketing. There is a countless array of different ways that you can put sources of income into place with either no or very little investment up front. I would contend that these days you can put into place a whole lot of sources of income for yourself that require absolutely no investment up front. And if you'd like a few ideas about that, check out this video that we've made before that demonstrates several different passive income sources that you can put into place without any investment up front. Bob Proctor spent his entire adult life teaching these methods to people, and millions of people say that they've become millionaires based on what he taught. Now, some of our viewers specifically requested to hear some Bob Proctor material so that they could learn a little bit of our interpretation of how Bob Proctor taught. Bob is no longer with us now. He passed away last month, but his inspiration and his influence continues to live on, because each and every one of us can interpret his teachings, pass them along to other people, and put them into practice in our life. MSIs, using the M3 strategy and putting into place multiple sources of income, is the way Bob Proctor would teach you to achieve financial freedom if he was still here with us. Take what you've learned, go put it into practice, and let us know how it works out for you. Rise and shine, heroes. Your world needs you.